What's good, YouTube, man? It's your boy Leno, man. We back with another video. Why I got divorced at 22. Why I got divorced at 22. Bro, why did you even get married at 22? Y'all already know, man. I come with some good videos, man. If y'all new, like, share, subscribe. Let's get straight to this video, see what he's talking about.
Became divorced at 22 years old. This is going to be very simple. Okay, ladies and gentle people. This is how I became divorced at 22 years old. This is going to be very simplified. I would rather undershare than overshare. I have reached out to members, friends and family members, both myself and my ex-wife, to find the best way to do this. And we all pretty much came to the same conclusion of do not share more than is needed. But if at some point I feel the need to elaborate, I might do that. There might be longer versions of this with breakdowns and parts, but let's get into it. Okay, so I got married May 17th of this year. And shortly before that, my wife, or ex-wife, started a new job. And that's important to know. So we end up moving into our apartment together in mid-July. I believe it was July 16th. Between the when we got married and that time, we were living with my parents. So we move in about 2 weeks after that. My wife has just a breakdown, comes in my office, has a breakdown about, I feel like we might have rushed into this, we did things too soon, blah, 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 blah. And it wasn't like we need to split, it was just I'm freaking out. It's like, okay, let's talk through it. And about a week later, she apologizes, says, hey, I think I was just having kind of a mental breakdown. I'm like, hey, that's fine. I get it. It's scary times. I had a freak out. I think it was like the third night that we were staying in the apartment, just about missing my family. So some time goes on, and now we're in August, and there's another freak out. And I feel like we rushed into this, blah, blah, blah. Well, we meet with our premarital counselor. Well, our counselors, I guess, but they did our premarital counseling. We talked through, and they're like, hey, this is super common. We see this in young married couples all the time. Let's, set some expectations for one another just so you guys can help each other out. And we did. And, I think in my head, things are going great. Okay, so Monday, September 15th rolls around, and I leave work a little early. She tells me that she wants me to come home so we can talk.
Look,
and so we go home.
I
go home.
I feel like, honestly, if you're looking for counseling already at 22, you're cooked. You're cooked. If you're looking for counseling at 22, you shouldn't even be married. Honestly, you shouldn't even be married. 22, with 22, I was in a relationship, y'all. I was in a relationship, but I feel like if I'd have known what I know now, I wouldn't even been in a relationship. Like, I'm keeping it real. Like, 22, this is crazy. Let's get back to this story, y'all.
And I get there, and she's like, hey, I'm not ready to talk just yet. Go play the game. So I'm like, okay, I play the game for an hour. Go back in. Hey, I'm not ready to talk just yet. Go play the game. Okay, go back in for now. Whatever. So basically, she tells me, hey, I don't know. I don't want to talk about this. I think that it's just not worth talking about. And me being an anxious person, I'm like, well, is it something small, or is it something like you want to move out? And she's just kind of like, I don't really know. I don't know. I feel like, there's just so many things happen so quick, and I don't know. Well, either way, we talked through things a little bit. I think she can tell that I'm upset. She could tell that I was upset, so she just kind of dialed back. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know where her mind space is or head space is in any of this. Well, the following Saturday rolls around. Everything's all hunky-dory for me. I go out with my buddy. We put out some bags of corn and stuff. And then I get home. She's like, hey, when are you going to be home? I tell her, and she's like, okay, great. I'm going to take a shower, and I'll see you when you get home. Well, I get home. She got her bags packed. Hey, I'm going to stay with my mom.
Bags packed? Already?
I need some space away. I might be back Wednesday. I don't know. Can we talk? Nope. Gone. Out the door. Gone. Poof. Gone.
Big red flag. Bags packed already. Y'all just got married. Big red flag. Poof. Gone. I already know what she doing. She cheating, y'all. Let's get back.
No contact that Sunday, that Monday. Then Tuesday night, I finally call her. Now, mind you, in between this, I'm over at my best friend's house. Like, I don't know what's going on. I'm freaking out. And I say no contact. There were a couple texts sent. Well, she also goes over there and is with him and his girlfriend and just talking to them. And it's, they're trying to figure out what's going on. And they're asking her the questions. Hey, is there anything going on that might be causing this? Is there anything, She's like, no, nothing. Well, so Tuesday night I call her. And this is now, let me get the date. Yeah, so Tuesday the 23rd of September, I call her and things seem well. And I'm like, hey, do you want to go out tomorrow? She's like, yeah. So her and I go out. We have a great dinner. And she tells me, look, I've decided I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to run away. Like, we're going to work on this together. I can't leave you. I don't want to leave you. I'm not going to leave you. Awesome. But you need to do this and this and this and this and this. And mind you, everything's been fairly normal for me up to this point, up until her leaving. So thing number one was therapy. So I put myself in therapy. I get couples therapy for the two of us. I'm paying out the butt for it, but whatever. This is necessary. Whatever means. She's like, I'm not ready to move back in yet, but we'll see. So we have our first therapy session that following Sunday, and just to kind of collapse all this down, eventually after like a week or so, she moves back in. Things are going great. I'm cooking dinner every single night, right? She did almost nothing around the apartment, and I would complain about that because it's like, but I was like, you know what? I don't care. Cooking, cleaning, everything, laundry, everything. I'm doing everything, right? I like made up her closet.
All right, y'all. Another red flag. He doing everything. Like that's like all right. She already emotionally tapped out. Well, physically tapped out. The next step is emotionally. Like at the end of the day, when like they stop doing everything and you start doing everything for them, they had already tapped out. They tapped out. They just trying to figure out how to get out. That's true. Let's get back to this video.
Closet for her and stuff and whatever. I'm just like, I'm trying to show her whatever it is that you need, I'm gonna do. And I just start working on myself and start trying to be, the best husband that I could possibly be. And it's stuff that I should have been doing beforehand, but it's like, this is my first time. I'm a kid. Well, 3 weeks go by. Let me go back to my text to figure out the date. So, mind you, during this time too, she's like trying to get me to buy her a new car and like a gaming PC, and we're coming to all the. I mean, it's amazing. It seemed like the most perfect marriage. Well, Sunday, October 12th rolls around, and things have been going great. We have our therapy session, and the therapist is like, guys, I think we made a breakthrough. And we're laughing, giggling, whatever. Well, therapy session ends. She looks at me, hey, I'm dropping out of nursing school. When did you make that decision? She's like, last week. I was like, okay. Okay, all right. I support you. That's a big decision. That gives us more time to spend together, I guess, work through these things. Breakdown. Anxiety, full on, just freaking out. My jump to is, hey, let's pray. Let's pray. She doesn't want to. She goes, jumps in the shower. She's free. I can't do this. I thought I could, whatever. And I'm like, hey, let's get in the car, because car rides always calmed her down. Let's get in the car and ride around. In the car, I've been lying to you. I've been doing X, Y. And I go, have you been cheating? And she looks at me, yeah. With who? It's her boss.
Her boss? Oh, man. The one that's paying her? That's another thing I was telling somebody. I was like, yo, what you think, like, how you think that your woman gonna feel if she gotta go out and serve a man and then come home and serve another man? So you're going to serve the white, I mean, not like that, not like the white man, but you're going to serve the government. Then you coming back and you trying to serve your own man. It'd be hard. It'd be hard. And then the boss already paying the bills. That's why she dropping out. She dropping out because the boss already paying the boss already paying for everything. Like the boss already like he about to give her a raise. She about to be assistant manager. This is how a lot of jobs work, y'all. Like I'm serious. Like especially all those customer service jobs and stuff like that, the Walmarts and all that extra stuff. This is how they be working, man. Like once you come up from cashier and you move up to manager, but literally you doing things like little sexual things with your boss or the market manager or the district manager or something like that. I done heard about a lot of these situations, y'all, with like this stuff done been happening. That's crazy, man. Let's get back to this video.
So yeah, so she says that. And, you know, I've always been a very emotional person, but in that moment, I couldn't cry. I couldn't get angry. All I could do was drive. And in my head, I'm just praying while listening and trying to talk. And basically, she says, I find out over time that she had started emotionally cheating, which let's just call it what it is. She started cheating 2 weeks after we moved into our apartment.
Told you.
So mind you, this is 2 months after we get married.
Two weeks.
And that, if we do the timeline here, that's when the first freak out happened, when she came into my office. And then apparently it was just that.
Hold up, she came into your office. Hold up, was she working with him? I need to see. That's the thing. These stories be kind of like confusing because I be feeling like you need the back history. Like, damn. Hold up.
And then towards the time of the second freak out, before she moved out, was when they had started making plans to be physical. And then during the time between that freak out and her moving out is when they actually did have a level of physical relation. And then, mind you, this all comes out the day before I'm supposed to hop on a flight for a promotion that I just received. And she tells me that this has been going on, that it's most likely going to continue going on. And yeah, not crying about it, not upset about it. Actually, I'll just tell you guys, laughing at my crying, because eventually I do start crying, of course.
Oh yeah.
She's like, look, let's go back to the apartment. Chill out there. And I'm like, okay.
And you
we get back to
agree?
the apartment. She's like, look, I need to call him. Mind you, I'm falling apart. Look, I need to call him. I need to make sure he's okay.
Call who? Call who? Man, 22 years. Call who? Whew.
So she leaves for 2 hours while it's like 12 o'clock at night. I can't sleep. I can't do anything, right? I have a flight to catch the next morning. I can't do anything. I'm falling apart. Finally, she comes home. She's like, look, I don't want to talk about this. Let's just lay down. So I get like 2 hours of sleep, wake up, get on a flight, and absolutely bomb. Do terrible, right? Because how could you do well? And during this week, while I'm gone, all I'm thinking of is, okay, how am I going to fix this? How am I going to fix this? I don't know how I'm going to fix it. How do you forgive? Well, I'm going to do it. I'm going to figure it out. And wow, God is good, because though I didn't fix it, he kept me functioning better than I would have without him. And yeah, so then I get back. She ends up actually picking me up from the airport that Thursday night. We hang out. She drives me back to the apartment, goes and stays at her mom's. Friday morning, wake up, we go on a date. It's great. We're having a good time. It's a little weird, but we're having a good time. Well, eventually, we go back to the apartment. She falls asleep. I go through her phone, and it is her and him dogging on me, talking about how she's going to stay on my good side so she can get things from me, and all sorts of terrible stuff. And so I'm like, hey, wake up. Let's go. And she's like, oh my gosh, did you go through my phone? I'm like, yeah, I did. And then...
Damn. That's crazy, though, because I don't know what she not going to understand is, like, when she get out here in this world, there ain't going to be too many good people out here like him that's trying to get married, that's trying to settle down, that's trying to do good things and try and move forward and stuff like that. Ain't nothing but traps out here. It's nothing but traps out here, y'all. And think about it, they mess over good men and stuff like that, like this. And then it'd be hard. It'd be hard for a good woman to actually go ahead and find a good man. They're like, man, ain't no more good men out here. That's how they feel. Ain't no more good man. And that's true. And that's what makes them feel like that. You know what I'm saying? So, so let's get to part 2. He did a part 2 of this video. So let's play part 2 too. I don't know if it's
Part 2. I didn't think it was going to be this long.
Part 2.
So, so she goes and starts freaking out, and she's like, take me home. I'm like, okay, cool. Now we are driving home, and she's telling me, I really thought there was a chance. I really thought that you would change, but you going through my phone just shows me you're the same person. I just took you on a date, spent a bunch of money, like had what I thought was a great day, and the whole time you're sneaking off to the bathroom to text your boyfriend. about how you have to stay on my good side, hoping that he's not upset with you for it.
Which is crazy.
So then I turn on her Snap Maps because I'm crazy. I turn on her Snap Maps, and sure enough, that night she ends up in his house. Saturday morning, wake up, go home, pack up all of her stuff nicely, not throwing stuff, right? I just put whatever clothes and stuff into bags and put the other stuff in whatever. Load it in the back of the truck, text her, hey, what time do you get off work? Or what time are you going to be at your mom? She tells me, like, okay, I pull up, got all of her stuff in the truck, and she's like, can we go get food? I'm like, you know what? Let me see how much information I can fish out of here. So she knows at this point, she's found out that her Snap Maps is on. So I'm like, where were you last night? She's like, a friend called me. I was upset at you, and so, they called me and I went over. I was like, was it his house? She's like, yeah. I'm like, did you sleep with him? Yeah. Gotcha. So then, full transparency, we're riding around, and she's just like, let's just drive. Let's just go somewhere. Let's just wake up and see the sunset somewhere. And I'm not going to overshare, but...
Red flag, man. This is the second time she said, let's just drive. That drive just clear her mind after everything, obviously. Like, what the heck?
I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I'm so stupid. I'm so dumb. And I'm not even going to... Listen, what your mind is thinking, that happens. What a moron. What a buffoon, right? So either way, I end up spending the night. I end up spending the night. And then Sunday, I wake up and I go to church because I'm like, God, I need you so... Which I go to church anyways, right? But I'm like, God... So I go to church, and I walk in early, and I sit there, and I just cry in a pew. And then I get out of church, and to a text from her, hey, she texted me somewhere along the lines of, or I can't remember if it was text or call, but she's like, hey, like, come back over, and I don't like how you left. I'm like, okay. So I went over, and I get over there, and she just wants to lay down. We lay down, and, what an idiot. Either way, so she's like, hey, I got to go to my friend's house. So you got to go. This is several hours later.
Hold up.
Well, she goes to her friend's house, and then she goes,
did y'all pick up that? So he laid down with her, right or wrong, on Sunday. And then now she about to go to her friend's house. Right or wrong? Maybe I'm listening to this story wrong. I'm just saying. And now she about to go to her friend's house and do almost the same thing, right?
Goes back to his house. In the same day. Oh, gosh. So
why you feel like that?
So I'm like, hey, I schedule us tests because I just, sorry. So I schedule us test. Thank God. Everything's fine. Everything's clean. Everything's clear. Thank God.
Perfect.
Well, then the next 2 or so weeks go by, and she's talking about, hey, I'm moving. I'm going to do all these things. And I want us to be friends. I want us to stay in contact with each other. And I'm still in the mindset of, I'm going to make this work. Well, along the way, I end up finding out a lot more.
Damn.
And I didn't believe it at first until I start receiving proof. And I'm like, oh, okay. So it takes a lot. It takes a lot of hits. And mind you, we hang out 1 or 2 times after that. And so eventually she says, hey, I'm not, I'm moving and stuff and whatever. And I'm like, okay. And so in my mind, I'm not signing the papers. I'm not signing the papers. You're crazy. Sorry, I made a covenant vow with God. I don't care if you're stupid and went and did something stupid. No. We're going to figure this out. Eventually you take so many hits that you start to realize maybe God's giving you the pass. Maybe God's letting me get out of this. And that's exactly what happened. She continuously chose other people throughout these 2 weeks or so.
Fine.
I don't know what happened with him because they broke up. And then there was 2 or 3. I don't know. Either way. So eventually it finally clicks in my head. I'm like, oh, you got to shut it off, bro. Straight Vampire Diaries, just turn it off. So I did. So I guess it's 2 weeks later, she texts or she calls me and she's like, hey, when are we seeing each other? And I'm like, for what? She's like, just, I guess just to sign the papers. I said, you don't need me for that. You can get your stuff signed and then have me served or whatever. I'll sign mine and be done. Mind you, this is radically different than the last thing she heard from me, which is I'm not signing anything. So then I get a text Monday, hey, do you want to see me before I leave? I'll respond. Wednesday we meet to sign papers. I'm not going to explain how that ended up happening. I didn't know she was going to be there. By the way, papers get signed and give, whatever. And she's like, can I get a hug? I was like, look, I don't. And she's like, please. So, okay, give her a hug. And then, yeah. There's so much that's not in this because And if somehow any party that's not, I don't want to say on my side, but on my side with this, I am doing the opposite of dogging.
Mm.
There's so much more. And if there's any accusation of, oh, he's lying, I hate to break it to everyone, but I'm not a buffoon. Alabama's a one-party state, and it was in my own home and vehicle. I've got everything. I have everything right here. So the legitimacy behind what I've said, right here.
All right, y'all. So what I see with this situation, I just see a young man trying to pursue something with a woman, but it's hard. I'm telling you, y'all, it's hard when you young. I'm telling you, man, it take you a minute to actually find yourself. This world is so confusing to the point where like you start getting lost. Like even when y'all do get in a relationship, it's like I don't know. See, I can't judge the story because I don't know if he met her first, or I mean, like he met her like back in high school, or they met at their job. Because like 2 months, I feel like 2 months in, y'all should be getting married, yo. Y'all should be getting married at all 2 months in. 2 months in is just insane. Not saying it like that. Y'all ain't even figure yourself out. Y'all ain't even figure out what y'all want. Like he said, he was doing all the chores, all the dishes and all that extra stuff around the house and stuff. And she was like I said, she was already tapped out emotionally, physically. Then that's when she started telling him everything. That's when she started telling him everything, man. I do want to check out a video to see how you doing right now, though, y'all. Let me see how you doing now, because he had posted another video.
A couple things have happened today. I'm in my hunting clothes because I just got another one this season and haven't changed
Man,
yet.
he look different.
I got home and got the mail. I can't show you guys, I don't think. I don't know how it works, to be honest, but I'm just not going to. But this is the thing. It's all official. It's all officially official. And I don't know how other people that have been through similar things have reacted when they got their officially official in, but I'm ecstatic. It was the final string, and now it's done. Everything's done. Everything's good. Thing number 2, this is gonna be a little gross, but this is my hair.
Oh,
This is my hair. It's clean. I washed it, obviously. I mean, like I was washing my hair when. Yeah. So either way, I thought, oh my gosh, this is crazy. What's going on? I'm losing hair, and there's some gray hairs. Well, I found out that 2 to 3 months, apparently, after you go through like a super traumatic, stressful event, that's when the effects can be seen through your hair. And for the past couple of weeks now, every time I shampoo and condition my hair in the shower, my hair falls out. And normally it's more than this. But like, yeah, every time I shower.
My man going bald after this? Nah. Stop it, yo. This is what I'm saying. This is detrimental, man. People be going bald. It's like you don't start seeing none of these effects until afterwards. Like your hair start falling out. This stuff is true. Goodness. Now he about to go bald. Like he literally about to cut all his hair off after this divorce. It's all good. He gonna gain some wisdom. Anyway, man, I'm gonna drop the video down below, man. If y'all new, man, like, share, and subscribe, man. It's your boy Leno, man. I'm out, man.